Mamitas.
Yeah.
The rundown presented by our favorite tequila hard seltzer.
Mamitas.
Celebrate this year's National Tequila Day with the seltzer of the summer.
Mamitas. Mamitas.
Comes in 4 delicious flavors: mango, pineapple, paloma, and lime.
Mamitas.
It's the seltzer of the summer. Get Mamitas Tequila Seltzer Variety Pack. Find it at drink.com
Mamitas.
or order on GoPuff.
Mamitas.
Summer merch is out for sale at
Mamitas.
drink.com.
I got better and better.
Mucho
did.
delicious.
It's really, really, they are good. They're fantastic.
And a great commercial about Caleb. That's what I'm thinking of when I say
They
that.
sponsored the NFL draft show I hosted last year, and I don't drink very much, but I drank one because I was thirsty, and I was like, this is delicious. It's fantastic.
They are tasty.
That looked like the most fun commercial to film.
It really did. I would
yeah.
love to be on a boat in Miami
They
anytime I
rented
could be
just
on a
this
boat in Miami.
gigantic yacht, and yeah.
I bet you could pull off being on a boat in Miami, no problem.
At one point, I would like to. That's one of my dreams.
Ever been on a boat in Miami, Johnny? It seems like something you
It
do
seems like
too.
you've been on a lot of boats in Miami.
I've been on a lot of boats, not in Miami really, and I talked to Dave and I was like, I want to work for Barstool Miami because I can help you with the boat. And he says that if he buys a boat, I'm probably not welcome on it. Hey Dave,
What's up? What's up, Dave?
the boys are in Miami, and I don't know, we were wondering if we could maybe head over to your place. We don't really know what we're doing around here.
You 3 big boys. I'm sure you can figure it out. I don't need a cocaine cowboy in my fucking house.
I would assume
I did get one invite
Yeah.
from Dave. I asked Dave like nicely
You
one
would be-
day.
you would be welcome
One
on
day
it.
I was
I
just
think-
like, Dave, can I just come to one boat party, just one?
Well,
And
I
he
think
said
now that
yes.
you have Balls Beachwear, that means that you
feel like
like
that could
you
be a good
have to come
opportunity
to.
to
That's
advance
like
the
your
brand,
ticket
you
to
know?
the boat.
Yeah.
Like I could give the shirt as my ticket.
No, don't give the shirt. Keep the shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take
keep
the shirt
on.
off eventually, you know?
Yeah.
Once we're out in the sea.
So I got a question for you just because I haven't seen you. When are you moving to Italy?
Yeah, so it's not set in stone. Well, it kind of is. My girlfriend's moving there and taking a job, so I think I'm going to be spending half the year.
Oh, so this is not pure I thought you were going for content. So this is you adapting to your girlfriend
Yes,
moving.
me adapting and me going back to being a foreign correspondent, because that's kind of what I was before the pandemic.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not China. I get millions of people every day being like, "When are you going back to China? When are you going back?" I'm not allowed back in China. Okay.
Because of
so
the pedophilia.
now you know. No, I never. No, I never.
COVID.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Because of
Bless you,
COVID.
Rudy.
But the
Bless you,
Winter
Rudy.
Olympics are going to be in Beijing this coming February, and
the
hopefully
winter.
that can be my reunion tour.
I think the whole world is wondering for you. Watermelon or grapes last night after the masturbation?
It was grapes last night.
Okay.
It was a grape night.
How was the?
The grapes were pretty shitty too. They were not good grapes.
How
Kind of
was the
sucked.
masturbation?
It's okay.
Just a rough. You gotta get to the shore. You gotta get
Yeah.
Glennie back this
It was
weekend.
okay.
Are you? I'm surprised. This Thursday. Why are you still here?
We have a high noon event tonight in Seabright at Donovan's Reef, so we'll be going there tonight.
So you're headed to the shore.
Yes,
Is
tonight.
that on the shore?
What?
Is that on the shore, Donovan?
It's the very north of the shore. It's all the way as north as possible on the shores you could get.
Okay.
We're like middle of the shore, so this is north. It's just only an hour south of the city where
All
we're
right. So
going
you're gonna
tonight.
go down there tonight, do your thing, and then head down to the shore tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct, sir. Should be a fun weekend, but yeah, those grapes, they were mushy, they were gross, started freezing them.
That's
didn't look-
not good-looking grapes.
They tasted all right. They were just a little mushy, and there's nothing worse than a mushy grape.
Yeah, they
Nothing
gotta
worse
be.
than
A mushy grape is like a
They gotta be
well-done
crisp.
steak. Disgusting. I want that snap. You know when you snap a good hot
Yeah.
dog? That's what I want for a grape.
I don't eat grapes a lot.
They're very good.
Yeah.
What
are.
are your top fruits? I feel like you're a weird fruit
I'm a banana guy. Bananas and
bananas.
peaches.
Bananas are good.
I hate watermelon. I don't like grapes.
guy.
Bananas and
I
peaches.
wish there was more quantity in a banana. You
I like
know?
strawberries as well.
Yeah. There's
we'd all
a
agree
lot of
that-
potassium, right?
The best smoothie
Yeah.
is strawberry banana.
Easy.
Yeah, that's your best combination. In
Mango.
I'm not even the biggest strawberry guy, but strawberry banana is easily the
Wait,
best smoothie.
so Glennie, I didn't listen to the rundown yesterday. Do you eat the grapes when you're trying to lay off the beers? And you're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so
That's my substance. So the nights I don't drink, I eat my grapes and watermelon.
that's
Has
a good
anybody
idea.
ever talked very much about the fact that grape flavored stuff in the world, your grape slushies, your grape smoothies, your grape drinks, taste nothing like grapes?
I've never really had the grape.
Yeah, it's a
flavored
certain
thing.
They
type of
taste
grape.
nothing like grapes.
I mean, there are some purple grapes, and those ones maybe taste a little more like the flavor, but yeah.
I feel like the whole flavored fruit world's kind of weird. I'm not a blueberry guy, but whenever I'm out at something, I'm inclined to get a blueberry flavor. I don't know
Yes.
why. It's very odd.
Well, blue is a pleasant flavor to order.
And I'm just a
period.
fan of blue. It's my favorite color,
Same
so I
here.
gravitate to blue. I don't know.
Have you finally tried a raspberry?
Well, one day I think me and Vibs we did try like all the fruits. Raspberries were good.
Let's
I like
go.
kiwis a lot. Kiwis were good.
All right, so it's the rundown. We haven't
Yeah.
actually started
Yeah,
running
we're talking
down
fruit.
anything yet. We just talked about Italy, which have you ever spent
Yeah.
much time in Italy, by the way?
I've never been.
Oh, you're gonna love it. I bet you're gonna be great there.
I am for sure. Sometime in the fall, I think actually in September or October, I'm filming a Barstool abroad, the Balkans. So I'm
With
just
abroad?
What? With abroad? No, probably not.
There's so
Probably-
much pussy there, Donnie.
You'd be shocked. I had a friend who went to Serbia. When most people hear about Serbia, they're like, "Oh, isn't there like a war there?" They just
Yeah.
because there was back in the '90s. He
Yeah.
said the most beautiful woman he's ever seen, like in his
Serbia?
entire life.
I gotta get to Serbia.
So
Where is Serbia?
Serbian chicks.
It's in the
Check
eastern
'em out.
part of Europea.
Okay.
Europea.
Cool.
Don't
Yeah.
get me started on Serbian broads. We'll
Yeah.
be here all
Nothing
day.
like
Yeah.
some Serbians.
So the NFL will. The NFL is deciding to force teams to forfeit without pay if that team has a COVID outbreak of unvaccinated players that affects their schedule or affects what they're doing. They will force teams to forfeit without pay. So if you're on an NFL team and you're unvaccinated and you're part of a COVID outbreak, your team will lose the game and you ain't getting no money. This seems like a if you're strong arming, if you're in NFL and you're trying to strong arm people to get the vaccination so your operation
Yes.
goes smoothly, taking away their money is the first place to start. I don't know that I agree
Because-
with it, but that's
yeah.
what they're doing.
Because they can't legally just make a rule that
No,
says
I know
all the
that I don't
players
agree with it.
have
I
to
know that I
get.
don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. At this point, I
Just get vaccinated.
I would just
Yeah.
It's confusing. I mean, it doesn't make sense too as to what defines an outbreak theoretically. Let's say if I'm on the Giants and someone not as important, I don't know, some fucking not the kicker,
third string
linebacker
yeah.
contracts Corona on Wednesday, and everyone gets tested by Friday, and everyone's still negative. Then can we still play the game? That makes no sense. Does Daniel Jones losing on his quarterback paycheck because of a third string linebacker getting it on Wednesday? It's very confusing. It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, I can see where if Daniel Jones doesn't get it. Well, not Daniel Jones. He seems like a docile human being. But if some,
Well, I was just saying the guy makes the
big
most money.
star
I think for
loses
sure-
his huge game check because of a third string linebacker who.
yeah. I think
wasn't
for
going to
sure.
impact the game anyway.
On the other side, if a third string linebacker who needs every check
Exactly.
misses a game
Yeah.
because old Whistle Dick over there is making $40 million a year.
Basically, the point is, it's a 53-man roster.
More,
There's one
more
guy
than one
affects
person.
someone.
It definitely has to be more than one
It has to
person
be
to be an
enough
outbreak.
to
I think it's
force
like
you where you
three.
can't play the game.
Yeah.
If you get in a situation where you can't play the game, they're not going to say, "Oh, we're postponing this, canceling it." They're going to say, "You lose and you don't get paid."
But theoretically, I think also won't teams just go to the extreme to play like fucking the Broncos did last year when they
No,
had Kendall Hinton play
theoretically-
quarterback?
theoretically-
Wouldn't you rather have Hinton play quarterback than just take a loss?
Theoretically,
They
all
should
the
just-
players are now going to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
That's the theory that the NFL is pursuing here. Which, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I know Washington State has a coach, Nick Rolovich, said yesterday, due to reasons that will remain private, he's not going to get the vaccination, and he's not going to go to media days, Pac-12 media days where they're required to get the vaccination. And you know what? I'm not going to tell a man how to believe, how to live his life, but boy,
Yeah.
people are pissed at this guy. So it's crazy out there. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre. Everybody knows Dr. Dre.
I've heard of him.
Beats by Dre.
Yeah.
Great producer, great rapper. Dr. Dre ordered to pay
Better producer.
$300,000 a month in his divorce and up to $3.5 million a year in divorce.
So-
he's worth almost $1 billion, and but
So then who cares?
He's paying this until his ex-wife. She gets $3.5 million a year, $300K a month, until she moves on to her next relationship.
Or dies.
Cohabitation, yes. Which I assume she's going to not move on to a relationship ever again.
I know she could even be with a dude for 20 years, and she's like, "We're not getting married."
What would stop this for her is moving in with another person.
Yeah.
So if she could just keep her own house, go get whatever she needs when she needs to get it, come home and get paid $3 million a year for it.
Yeah.
Oh, she has to move. It's not even a marriage if she moves in with him.
I think so.
Okay, then I would. Yeah,
cohabitation,
Why
I
would
believe
you
is the way
ever
it
move
is.
in with somebody? Fuck
No.
that. Live in your own.
Period. Why would you ever move in with somebody?
$3.6
Period.
$3.6 million a year to sit home and do nothing. I mean, not even do nothing. You can go out. You could fuck all you want, but then just don't live with the
Yes.
guy. That's sick.
Dr. Dre apparently makes like $34 million a year though,
Yeah.
so he'll be okay.
I didn't know he was in the billionaire
He was
Beast
one of
by
my
Dre
vitamin
knocked him
war.
into
Vitamin
first
water
hip-hop
and
billionaire.
no, Vitamin water's 50 Cent.
50
Beats
Cent,
by Dre
and that did not
is-
make him a billionaire, but it did make him a lot of money.
Didn't that make him like a shitload of money more
A
than like
shitload,
music?
and then
Dr. Dre's
he
a
filed.
$2
Then he
He's
filed for
two?
He's got
bankruptcy.
$2 billion.
I feel like 3.6 million years light then if he's a 2 billionaire.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. When I go through my divorce, I hope I've made enough money for somebody to look up how much I have to pay my wife.
Yes.
For them to look up, I wonder how much Brandon Walker's getting screwed on this wedding. Like if I got divorced now, it's just a white trash divorce. Nobody cares. Just wonder who gets the dog.
Except for the kids. They might care.
Yeah, I forgot about the kids.
Yeah, but we don't have to go into that.
We can go into the kids if you'd like.
Okay,
you should
well,
get some.
would the kids live with you or the wife?
Probably both.
Weekends
We-
by
I
like that.
Brandon's. I
We
feel
get
like usually
along.
weekends
We
with
get along.
dads.
We
That's kind of the
yeah.
protocol.
2 Christmases.
This isn't a great. This isn't a funny topic at all. I just want to talk about it because I'm a college football guy. Bobby Bowden. It was announced yesterday. Bobby Bowden, 91 years old, Florida State head coach, legend of the game. They announced he's got a terminal illness. He says he's comfortable. He's ready. He's lived a great life. You're a college football guy like me. Bobby Bowden. What's the first thing you think of when I say Bobby Bowden?
Florida State. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like you just said, I thoughts
He's a little
expressed
too
Bobby
young?
Bowden.
A little
I'm
too
way
young
too
for
young
Bobby
to Bobby
Bobby
Bowden.
Bowden's one of the greatest of all
Yeah.
time. He built Florida State into like an incredible program. Big Cat tweeted it yesterday. I think Big Ev is getting ready to blog it or blogging it later on. So shout out to Big Ev. Go check out Big Ev's Bobby Bowden blog.
Yeah,
But
I saw Dion tweeted about him. As well.
oh yeah, Deion played
Deion's
for him. Deion
guy.
played
Yeah.
for him. From 1987 to 2000, Florida State finished in the top 5 every year. Think of how hard that
That's-
is. Top
that's
5
crazy.
every year. I don't even know that. Like 2 years ago, I don't think Alabama even finished in the top 5. In fact, I'm sure they did.
That's
They
actually
finished
fucking.
with 2 losses.
That's a crazy stat.
Top
life well
5
lived.
every year for
Yeah.
14 years. Won 2 national titles, maybe 3. He won in 93, 99. I think he won 2 national titles. Yeah.
Apparently,
so, a legend of the game.
shrooms can help when you know you're going to die.
Does that just ease your mind?
Yeah, like if you have terminal cancer or something, they did a bunch of research. You do shrooms and you're less afraid of dying.
Can I just raise one little thing here?
Yes.
I feel like you say, I think shrooms can help for every situation in life.
No, it just
I lost my car keys. Could shrooms help?
no. You would never find those
They would
keys
hinder.
again.
Okay, all right.
No, they help with alcoholism. They help with
I have frequent diarrhea. Which
yeah,
shrooms help.
making you at peace with the fact you're going to die. Diarrhea, they would not help. They would actually exacerbate the diarrhea. So no, shrooms is not a cure-all, but there's like a few things that can help
Shrooms is a
with.
big hallucination drug, right?
Yeah, it's a psychedelic.
I feel like that could get fucking creepy if you're about to die on shrooms. Like really weird.
You would think that.
Like dark.
Very dark, but apparently kind of helps you come to peace with it.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah. You were saying that this might be the year that you try shrooms?
Well, my original year I wanted to try shrooms was 2020. That was my New Year's resolution to
But
do
COVID.
to try
Yeah.
to try shrooms or Molly was my resolution.
COVID probably stopped a lot of people
and
from
we
trying
and we
drugs
actually
and
actually made we formed a little task force here. It was gonna be like me, Maria, who else was in the task
mushroom
force?
task
Donnie
force?
was in the task force. Rudy's in the task force, and our
feel like Rudy's in every task
our
force
mom
here.
was gonna be like Fran and Kate. They were gonna walk us around Central Park. We were gonna do shrooms, but COVID kind of killed that, and we haven't gotten around.
That's
to
the
it
worst
yet.
part of COVID. They stopped you from trying
I was
drugs.
pretty
Yes.
excited to try those shrooms, but also Molly's one of them. I like to do Molly. I've heard I would be great on Molly.
I think
People say I'd be awesome on Molly. I've
The
just
world's
never done
getting
it.
back to normal. It's shroom time for you, I think.
I
Or
think you
Molly.
would like Molly more than shrooms.
I'm like convinced if I do any sort of drug, my heart's gonna stop. That's like what scares
I've never
me.
tried Molly or shrooms. Quickly, Molly is ecstasy.
Molly's the
makes
pure
you wanna
form of
fuck
ecstasy,
everybody?
right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That makes
Yeah.
you want to fuck everybody?
Yeah, the pure form
Yeah,
of
but
ecstasy.
it also would make your dick not work, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It really actually makes your dick not work? Apparently Rudy's dick works when he takes ecstasy because he made a face.
No, I'm just saying it's a damn shame.
You know you're fact checking, right? You got a mic?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if it's true that your dick doesn't work, but I just was saying it's a damn shame if that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it might slow down the dick, but if you get it up, you're golden.
Yeah, I mean, Molly sounds
There's
fun.
drugs for that too.
Yeah, you'll.
What about what? The shrooms do anything to your dick?
Yeah, if shrooms a
I
sex
feel
drug,
like now I'm just being looked
I'm
at
asking
as
you,
like
I've
the
never
drug
done
expert.
drugs. I've never
No,
done drugs.
shrooms are not like known.
They're
I
not
don't
a
think
fuck
for
drug.
just like but they're not really a fuck drug either. But I'm sure you could have a lot of fun fucking on shrooms.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Casey. I appreciate that. I would love to try Molly. I got to figure
Glenny
out a
on
good.
shrooms, I'd be worried about.
She
'cause I
said
know
you would like Molly. Why did you thank her for that and say I appreciate it?
Because I.
She didn't say anything
a
good
nice-
about
it's a
you.
nice
She
suggestion.
said you would like Molly. I appreciate that. That wasn't a compliment.
You'd be fantastic on Molly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No. You
I got-
said you would like Molly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he used like a lot of bright colors. He likes to go to clubs.
That sounds
like,
fun. I would like to pick out like a good festival to do it, and then do my first Molly there.
Oh, thank you, Glenny.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I think
how
you
that
would get
didn't fit?
a little scared on
What?
shrooms.
Nothing.
Yeah, shrooms. That's why we needed a shroom mother if we were doing the shrooms.
Yeah. Because are you afraid of Airbnbs a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that might be, if you're afraid of Airbnbs, and shrooms might freak you out a little bit.
I just looked it up. It says here on this website that shrooms make you horny, and one person said, "I get so horny that I want to absorb my husband."
Well, that's
Okay.
I'm just reading
Fair
what
point.
it says.
all right.
on shrooms?
You ever been
Yep.
absorbed, Glenny?
What's-
Nothing.
Absorbed? No, I haven't.
Are you paying attention?
You said absorbed. The way you said it was quick. It was a quick
Yeah,
absorb.
no, it was.
It said you ever been absorbed. That's what it sounded like.
Shrooms is not.
Thank you, Casey, again.
I'm sorry, Casey. I didn't realize you were going to be our drug doctor over here. We got Donnie for this.
Dr. Don.
From a female side.
Yeah. We do need that.
All right, Facebook. You guys know Facebook.
I do.
It dropped the ban hammer on a group, on a Facebook group. It axed the group. It said, no, you can no longer use this platform. And it dropped the ban hammer because this group was using the word hose way too much. Couldn't say, you're saying hose too much. You're out of here. You can't use Facebook for this shit. It was the Western New York Gardening Group.
Ah, man.
It was the Western New York Gardening Group. Facebook said, you're out of here. You're talking about hose too much. Why was the Western Gardening Group talking about hose so much?
That's an Onion article.
Is there such thing as talking about hoes too much?
Very
I feel
good
like
point.
in terms of, like, hoe is one of the
We're
least
always talking
offensive
about hose,
terms.
me and you.
I'm a huge garden hoe guy.
Casey, can we get a female opinion?
Hey, ho.
In terms of, like, these are three bad words for girls. There's a lot more, but, like,
She didn't hear that.
if it comes to, like, a whore, slut, or hoe is the least bad one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slut would be middle. Whore is the
Whore
worst.
is the worst,
You
Yes.
think whore's worse than slut?
Yes.
Really?
Whore sounds a lot
you
harsher.
girls
It
call
does,
each other
it does
slut.
sound
I mean,
harsh.
I know, but like
Whore.
whore is just
Whore.
very
Whore's
harsh.
bad.
She's a
That's a
whore.
hard R.
Like yeah, like a hard, like the R sound is
Yeah.
really.
Hey, what do you guys call each other?
I don't
We
know.
don't call each other hoes.
No.
Bitch
Kelly, what do we
is
call
not
each other?
bad.
Bitches.
Bitches?
Bitches and hoes.
Well,
yeah.
no, I'm saying like a girl you don't like. You're saying is she a whore or a slut?
No.
If a
Uh-huh.
girl,
The C
if a
word.
girl walks in this room, you don't like her. Look
cunt?
at that whore there.
No,
Jesus,
I don't.
Kelly.
See,
Did she
yeah.
say cunt?
She said,
Yeah.
she said
cunt.
Kelly said Kelly drops she drops a hard C. I would say it's like it's a
just say
catch-22.
unt.
I would say like look at that bitch, but then it's also like Kelly's also my bitch. So it's
Goes
Which
both
has
ways.
a negative and a
it's kind of
positive
like when you say
connotation.
suck my dick, it could be a good way or a bad way. Because like if you tell Glenny to suck your dick, it's a bad thing.
It's either
but
a
if you-
really good way or a really bad way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So bitch has the same thing, isn't it? Why'd you just get weird, Brandon?
I'm just trying to.
Because
I don't know.
It's the tone,
yeah.
and like the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
So if like I don't
Suck
like
my dick, bitch.
yeah,
What tone is that going to be?
But is there
positive?
like a nice way of
If you're like,
No, but if
asking
you-
someone to suck
my
your dick?
bitch?
yeah, like if it's like in a sexual situation and both like yeah, like
Hey, can you
I want you to
suck
suck
my
my
dick?
dick.
Hey.
Oh, bitch,
Yeah.
you suck my dick?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying
That
that,
was- that
it's
was
just
good.
there's two different meanings.
this is a
of
big
it.
bonk hour right now. It's got into
Yeah,
a big
bonk,
bonk moment.
People
bonk.
bonk too much.
What do you
No,
mean?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Bonking
they
is
bonk way
fucking
too
fun,
much.
bro.
Yeah, it
I don't
is.
care if people think it's
Yeah,
overrated.
it's not
Bonking's
funny.
fun.
It's
I
not.
think it's funny.
People have ruined the bonk.
No.
I think
Yeah.
it's one of those things that don't get ruined for me. I love it.
But I would say whore is the worst. Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
of the three.
All right, ho.
Yeah. Let's normalize hoe.
That was fine. We got to normalize ho. But all right, the Western New York Gardening Group has to be fine with saying ho.
Yeah. It's weird. You would think
That does seem like an
Zuckerberg
unusual-
would
It
have
sounds
a
fake.
little
It was
more
not.
technology.
It
yeah.
wasn't. It was somebody blogged it. I think.
Like if you're taking people out for hoe, I would think it would maybe some sort of like a high school hate group, because that's a thing. Like people like bully each
yes.
other in groups all the time in high school and shit on Facebook. I would think that, not for poor people trying to garden in Western New York.
bullying people is awesome.
It's not. I'm just saying that type of shit exists. Fucking high school group chats and shit. It's mean.
Oh yeah. See, yeah. Then I would be
Yeah.
Search
in
hoes.
favor of.
I agree.
Yeah.
Why are you searching Western New York?
Like, luckily, when I was in high school, they didn't have a bunch of social media, so I
But
didn't
for
have
just
all
some
my
folks
classmates
trying to garden, that's
call me
disappointing.
hoe. Yeah.
That was in the New York Post.
It's the New York Post. Yeah.
All right, let's
TikTok,
see.
yeah.
So Francis Ngannou, UFC heavyweight champion, is that correct? Big Evans Ngannou. Okay, for UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou is appearing in the new Jackass movie, which is coming out in October, I believe. Jackass 4. I don't know what it's called. Jackass Forever, maybe.
I think it's
Jackass
Jackass
Forever.
Forever.
It's called
Jackass
Jackass
Forever.
Forever.
He's appearing in that, and somebody interviewed him about it and said, "What'd you do?" And he said, "Oh, I punched a guy in the nuts twice." And apparently, he punched somebody in the nuts during the new Jackass movie. They said, "Wait, you held back. Do it again." And so Francis Ngannou punches somebody as hard as he can in the nuts on the new Jackass Forever. Does this make you want to see the movie immediately or never see it in your life?
I really want to see it, but it kind of makes me think that clip will be out there immediately. That's
Think
going
we'll
to
see
be
the
the creme
nut
de la creme
Yes.
of the movie.
I'm not looking forward to that part of the movie, but I still want to see the movie. It's kind of like in the first one, they just did paper cuts.
Right.
I didn't love that part. It's like, I don't.
You okay?
I can't think about paper cuts. That's like,
Yeah, they just did
did
a
it
whole
right here.
segment on just
I'm not.
giving
I'm
themselves
not,
paper
opening,
cuts.
I'm not opening my eyes, bro.
Right there.
I don't
Stop,
love,
dude.
I don't
Come on,
love
Ho.
the pain
Oh my
porn.
god.
Suck my dick,
I
bitch.
can't do a paper cut. That's one of my things.
Yeah, no, it was.
I've never
brutal
watched
to watch.
Jackass. I've never been a Jackass guy.
You've never been a Jack. You seem like
I've really never watched it.
like everything was aimed at you.
No, I really never watched it.
Like,
I never did.
When they sit down to plan Jackass Forever, they put a picture of you up on the board and say, well, how are we going to get to this guy?
I appreciate
What's gonna
Johnny
make this
Knoxville.
guy
I thought
happy?
Dukes of Hazzard was great. Shout out Jessica Simpson.
Dukes
But
of Hazzard was the opposite of great.
I thought it was
fucking terrible.
as a 11-year-old. I thought it was pretty fucking sick. But yeah, I can't say I've been a Jackass guy. I enjoy Steve-O. I enjoy Johnny
You a
Knoxville.
Jackass
I've just
guy?
never watched
I was
Jackass.
for sure. I mean, I loved the last two movies.
I wasn't
yeah.
a huge, when it was on the show on MTV, my friends were huge Jackass guys, and they would we would have to go out and do Jackass things. I would never do it because
yeah.
I wasn't in the show. But when the movies came out, I was, okay, this is pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
How are the movies even laid out? Are they kind of documentaries?
No, they're
almost?
just skits.
They're just like the
skits.
skits, but they kind of crank it up a notch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess that's about it. We could talk about Texas or Oklahoma going to the SEC if you'd like.
What's the fucking point of that? It doesn't
What do you mean,
make
what's
sense.
the money?
Like, why would you want to leave? It doesn't-
Money.
You think they would make more money in the SEC?
Yes.
You would make more money not being good in the SEC than just dominating the Big 12?
No, well, I think they'll both be good in the SEC. Texas and Oklahoma are both good enough, but it's the SEC is going to be able with this First of all, we're heading towards 4 super conferences of 16 teams each.
Really?
It's
I
going to
didn't
be
know that's
very
a thing.
regional. Yes, we're going to be heading towards that, and conferences are squadding up right now. 16 teams with Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, 14-team SEC right now is the biggest moneymaker in college sports. You add those two huge money-making teams, it's going to.
So you're saying
mushroom.
it's going to be kind of sort of a Pac-12-ish area,
I think
an
we're
SEC
four
area, a
conferences of
Big
16
Ten area,
teams each.
and like an ACC
we'll
area?
We'll have an East Coast conference, which will be the ACC, Midwest, which will be the Big Ten. Maybe they grab Oklahoma State, maybe they grab Notre Dame, maybe they'll make a monster offer. I don't know if Notre Dame will ever do it. You'll have a Southern Conference, which is the SEC,
Yep.
and then everything west of.
And then all the Western dorks. in the
Yeah,
Pac-12.
it'll be whatever's left over. It'll be the Pac-12
And the Mountain
absorbing
West.
some Big 12 and maybe BYU.
That sounds fun. I'm excited
going to
about
be
that.
great.
That sounds pretty fucking
The
lit.
entire
honestly.
college landscape is changing at a rapid pace. The playoff is changing. The way players are played is
Is
changing.
the playoff-
Everything is changing right
Is
now.
the playoff going to be this year changing, or
No,
that's like
it's
a couple years?
2023 maybe.
Okay, that's exciting.
It's
I
changing.
didn't know that's a
Everything's
thing.
changing soon. So, yeah,
Very exciting. I'm
that's
excited
all I
about
got.
that.
You guys got anything else? Anything you want to say? Use this platform to say right now?
Oh God, really put me on the spot.
Well, no, you don't have to.
Yeah.
I got one thing I got to say. We'll end the show with that.
You do?
It's just going to be suck my dick, bitch.
You know what? Take it away, Brandon.
Suck my dick, bitch.
Dude,
That's how you say it.
nice.